We have people who are like intrigued by your car here.
Well, you know, it happens. You know, it's not cash cab. Sorry, folks. What kind of snacks do they have on the snack
connections.
cart?
They have everything. I mean, it raises money for the prom, so they're pushing all kinds of really good snacks.
Do they have Pop-Tarts?
Healthy snacks? I have seen Pop-Tarts on it.
Cinnamon frosted Pop-Tarts?
Don't know that I've seen that. But
Is there like a music that plays when the snack cart goes around?
sometimes,
Really?
actually. Yeah, because honestly, our people are so creative. Like, we'll have certain kids. I actually was just watching Megan, who's a kid who's really motivated by Taylor Swift. So they will play Taylor Swift music that will really motivate her.
That's how they lure her out.
Absolutely. Jam into Taylor Swift, and she loves it. We want to keep writing, actually. We've been trying to write to Taylor Swift to get her to come.
T-Swizzle.
Come on.
Come on, don't shake this off.
Totally.
Welcome to Carpooling with Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, January is an amazing time of year for many reasons, but the most important one is the Meeting Street Telethon. And joining me from Meeting Street, the Chief Operations Officer.
Very right. Yep,
very right. It's a very fancy title. I mean, it's 3 words: Chief Operations Officer.
Yes.
Cool. And you should put liaison at the end so you'd be cool. But you are cool regardless. Amanda McMullen, thank you so much for joining me in the car today. The Telethon is here.
Oh my God, the Telethon is here.
We know it's that time of year because the Patriots are hopefully still in the playoffs by the,
yes.
I mean, they are as of the taping.
Yeah.
And the snow.
And there's one of our billboards. Thank you, Cardi's.
There we go.
Yep.
Little billboard. You might have seen like 100 of them all throughout the state.
Everywhere.
But
yeah.
which is good. Which is getting the message out.
That's how you know it's telethon time.
It's such a great evening.
Yes.
It's a wonderful. I mean, it's entertaining.
It's a party. It's a blast, and it's a 2-campus party. So we're still broadcasting from both locations
from
this
both
year.
sides of the bridge.
Both. That's right. You can cross the bridge. So in our Providence, kind of the headquarter location, with a ton of Channel 12 talent there. Mike Montecalvo, Shannon Hegy, and Tony. So we'll know the weather. We will know what's going on.
Right.
And then we've got Steve Nielsen and Carolyn
Goggin.
I'm going to get it right.
Yeah,
and going to be down in our Dartmouth campus.
Yeah.
Should be awesome. So we're going to have the 2 locations going.
And when I say it's entertaining, I mean the folks from Channel 12 and Fox Providence, they're great. Are the Rhode Show people involved again?
Oh my God, the Rhode Show people are totally involved. And they have one of the funniest videos that you'll see where they get involved. Yes, it's a total teaser. I don't want to spoil it, but they get involved working with a bunch of our therapists and our adaptive physical educators about what we do for therapy and PE. It's not PE like you used to have in school, for sure.
Just tell me this. Does Brendan end up in the pool with his clothes on?
He's very close. Brendan is in the pool segment, and he's almost going in.
Just push him in.
There's probably a lot of temptation. I think he would have wanted to go in.
Tell Bill Hague, I'll personally write a check to repair the equipment.
They're so
just
fun.
Push him
They're
in.
riding bikes. They're having a blast. No, they're doing a great job telling our story about, beyond just the classroom and academics and everything that goes into Meeting Street and our schools and our activities.
Well, that's about the whole story. And so the whole night is entertaining because you're going to see what these kids learn and experience and really see what some of the students have had to overcome as part of their education. So for those at home, what is Meeting Street?
Oh my God, the Meeting Street elevator story. I always laugh because it has to be a really tall building. We are a leader in education, and that's kind of the period end of story, but it's the beginning really if you think about it. So Meeting Street was founded in 1946 as a school for kids with disabilities or developmental delays. We were started by a pediatrician and an educator who said these kids not only deserve an education, if we figure this out right, they can all get an education. And it's about tailoring education to the child, not teaching to the masses. And so from that, 70 years later, we have blown education apart. We've really deconstructed what education means and how you're reaching a child, whether you're working with them in an early childhood program and you're looking at some of their sort of early milestones and whether they've got a speech delay or they're not crawling when they should be crawling, and working with the parents all the way into the classroom work that we do with kids with and without special needs. And we work with kids all the way up to age 22.
Wow.
So it's everything. It's prenatal all the way to 22. If it has to do with educating kids, we're doing it.
The easiest way to learn about Meeting Street is, quite honestly, take a tour.
Yes.
Because you have some of the greatest tour guides. There's no two tours that are alike. It's like our friends over at the Roger Williams Park Zoo.
Yep.
There's no two visits to the zoo alike. There's no two tours alike at Meeting Street, because the tour guides are just a wide array of personality.
Very much so, very much. And you'll see some of those personalities as our co-hosts. We have 4 co-hosts this year representing a bunch of our different programs and schools. We've got Sammy and Carlos from our Providence, from the Grace School, who would definitely give you a flair for what it's like to be at the Grace School, just listening to them for a few minutes. And then from our Mass campus, we have sweet little Mary, who gets a number of different services, and little Brayden, who has one of the best dabs. And I won't embarrass myself to attempt to do a dab, but Brayden could teach everybody how to do a dab.
Tune in on the 27th, because he'll have to dab on
I think
live
Brayden's
television.
definitely going to be dabbing.
That will be the point where the ratings soar.
Totally. I mean, those are the 4 kids that you're seeing all over all of our billboards, thanks to Cardi's. They're the ones that are in all the advertising that you're seeing. I mean, their stories will come to life. And to your point, these are the kids that will tour you around their different schools and their activities and give you a flair for what their days are like with Meeting Street.
The energy in the school, both locations, whether it be in Providence or over the bridge in Massachusetts, the energy when you walk into that place is just, either of those places are just, it's off the charts. If National Grid could figure out a way to take that energy and bottle it up, never need another rate hike. Oh my word, it's awesome. It's constantly going. They're so creative. What does it take to get involved with your child in Meeting Street? Like, if you have a child that you think, you're not sure, that you really just, you're on the fence, you don't know, how would one get a hold of the school to seek out help?
Easy. Pick up the phone and call us. 401-533-9100. Right there, we'll get you right into our intake crew. You've probably met Carla.
Yes.
Carla will figure out what you need and what direction to send you in and how we can help you. And
she said I needed a new wardrobe, but
she may have other tips. She sometimes has others. She offers other advice as well. But that's the first stop right there. Give us a call. Ask what's going on. You know, if you're not sure, if your pediatrician is saying, gee, we really think, maybe this should be happening or that should be happening. I can tell you from my own experience, my little guy Cameron, when he was 9 years old, he was not moving from liquids to food, to solids, and he was my second kid. Wow. And I thought with Zoe, just, we popped a Cheerio in her mouth and she was fine. And then food kept coming after that. Cameron didn't like it. He was a different kid, and my pediatrician said, you should probably work with a feeding team. And I said, what's a feeding team? And she said, that's someone with like occupational therapist or a speech language pathologist. They do a lot of work in the mouth to sort of desensitize what's going on. And I said, well, I know those people. I work at Meeting Street. And I got to experience it firsthand. I will tell you now, Cameron will eat anything you put in front of him.
All right.
8, 9 years later. And it's amazing to be able to see these professionals who get in there and figure out how to solve a problem. And again, it comes back to every child and looking at education, looking at opportunities to educate the child, the parents, everyone involved. But every challenge our professionals will rise to, and they will figure out how to get a child from point A to point B. I am so fortunate and blessed to be able to learn from these people every day.
The team that you have there, all the staff, I mean, everybody who's in that building working are just some of the greatest dedicated professionals, no matter what their field is, no matter what their task is or what they're trying to accomplish. They do a great job. People have started to see a real uptick in your social media, both on Facebook and on Instagram. You've got a great social media team.
We do.
Now.
We've got 2 dynamos in marketing. Grace is the social media one that folks they'll get a glimpse of her every now and then. You'll see Grace with her cool glasses, and so every so often she'll sneak in a selfie. And Cecilia, the 2 of them together are an incredibly dynamic team, and they are telling our story in all different ways. And it's been so fun to see from an employee standpoint standpoint, they've launched the Meeting Street Peeps. So once a week, we have a new Meeting Street Peep that comes out. It's really kind of cool.
There you go.
And then just being able to tell our program stories and our kids' stories. And they really are doing it in a dynamic way.
It's so important. So folks, go and follow them. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I brought them up is because I hope they'll share this episode. So guys,
I think we might be able to talk them into that.
That's awesome.
We have people who are like intrigued by your car here.
Well, it happens.
You're just a little celebrity.
Absolutely. It's wonderful. It's not cash cab. Sorry, folks. People always wonder, gee, if I get in there and answer a question correctly.
I know what's going on.
Absolutely. We just pick somebody up over here at the Amtrak station.
There we go.
Absolutely. Speaking of Amtrak and travel, because people have come literally from all over the world to explore what you guys have done. There's been numerous awards won. Talk to me about how you work from a national and really sometimes an international platform with the school.
It's incredible, actually. I think Rhode Island, we're sort of, we kind of think, well, it's Rhode Island, we're doing this, we're doing that, and we don't always think about how tremendous and outstanding so many of the things are that are happening in the Rhode Island and Massachusetts area. We have our experts who are called upon to speak nationally. We work and speak and present regionally very often. I mean, it's almost routine for us and we take it for granted. We really have to stop and sort of say, oh yeah, that's right. Our director of school age programs was brought down to Florida to talk about the work she's doing in pioneering inclusive school and creating a lab school where people are coming from student-teacher standpoint to learn. And we have to stop and think about the fact that that's a really important thing. And we should be sharing and talking about the work we're doing. Meeting Street has always been a pioneer. I mean, really, the beginning when I was saying in 1946 that we were started by these two people who said, we know this can be done better, and we know that kids deserve more in education. We've never stopped from that innovative standpoint. And I think that's one of the greatest things with our employees is we really try to foster and grow the atmosphere at Meeting Street where they can continue to challenge themselves and look at different research opportunities and take on new things. And it's great. We love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And it's the only way that we're going to get better, honestly. It's the only way that we improve. So it's a mindset
yourself.
That we're really focused on.
Absolutely. The Telethon is Saturday, January 27th.
Yep.
It's going to be a fun night. If people are watching before that, there's a little online auction going on.
I was just checking it out. It's over 7,000 already in bids. And we don't even have half the things up yet. So there's still more to drip out. There's still more exciting things. Some amazing things already from some really wonderful supporters of Meeting Street. Obviously, Cardi's in their $5,000 shopping spree, which is,
huge.
Yeah,
That's
go get some furniture, get a mattress, get a really, really nice mattress.
Absolutely. It's all about the mattress.
It is all about the mattresses.
Firsthand, it is all about the bed. And don't forget the pillow, folks. The bed for the head. You need the right pillow with the right mattress. But also, there's other experiences there, some travel opportunities as well.
Lots of different travel, some nice kind of getaways, like even sort of Newport or just over the border in Connecticut. There's Red Sox tickets. There's a really cool, the Paw Sox put together a phenomenal package about having a suite and kind of really VIP and swanky at the Paw Sox, which is wonderful. They've always been so incredibly good.
Which means Joe truly gets to announce that they're there.
They'll hear your voice, which is kind of cool.
Well, they don't care about my voice. I just get to announce that they're there over the speaker, which is even better.
That's even better.
My voice is, believe me, you're better off putting earplugs in while you watch it.
No, that's a perfect welcome.
So we got the online auction going on. The event itself takes place Saturday, January 27th from 7 to 11 p.m.
Right.
Tune in on WPRI 12.
Yes.
Also follow, listen, if you're out and about, check out the various radio station supporters. You have B101, Fun 107.
Yep, B101 will be there on Saturday night.
Right.
And Fun 107 is doing a radiothon all day Friday.
Folks, you can get involved simply by going online now. You can make a donation now. You can make a donation that night. You can call in.
You can make a donation monthly and become a gem, which is giving every month.
Boom.
So just like set it and forget it, like a crock pot,
it's
right?
It's like a rotisserie with Ronco.
Exactly.
With, what's his guy's name? Ron Pompey or something like that.
Before you know it, $10 every month, you're Meeting Street. What we can do with $120 is amazing. So,
really?
Oh, absolutely. Between technology, curriculum, supplies, amazing things can happen with that money.
And if you have any question, folks, watch the Telethon.
Yes.
and take a tour.
Yep.
Find their phone number, find them on Facebook, find them online.
Yep.
Come take a tour of this amazing facility. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful place. Come the night of the telethon.
Come, it's a party, and really, if you're in
They have free
southeastern
food.
Massachusetts,
They have lots of food.
great food will be at the Dartmouth campus, and great food in Providence. Come to either one of the locations. It's a great party. It's fun.
Beautiful thing.
Providence, we actually have, thanks to Botero Law, they sponsor our children's activity zone.
Oh,
in
Mike
the
Botero.
gym. Yeah, so
He
there's
is.
a pretty, and he comes and he's there and he brings his whole crew. So there's a lot of really fun activities, family-friendly activities in the gym. So you can come and hang out and play.
There are literally so many sponsors. I love watching the billboard, and I've been part of the telethons for a number of years.
Yeah.
From the Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses perspective, but it's been fun watching the sponsor list grow and grow and grow, getting the word
Yeah.
out there, and creating this wonderful night just to really highlight some of the best things we have in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Some of the best services, some of the greatest students you would ever meet.
Yeah.
Amazing staff. Folks, tune in. Don't miss it. Set your iPhone now. Amanda, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me in
you.
the car.
Nice
and
to
I
meet
hope
you.